Do you know what Steve Jobs' final gift was? At his memorial service after his passing, attendees were given a copy of the book Autobiography of a Yogi. Mark Benioff, his friend and CEO of Salesforce, later on said this about Steve Jobs and the book. That was his message. Actualize yourself. He had this incredible realization that his intuition was his greatest gift, and he needed to look at the world from inside out. Looking at the world from inside out was what made Steve Jobs Steve Jobs. He was not afraid of challenging the status quo. Rather, he reveled in it. He was open to infusing philosophies of other products into Apple's offering and making it better. He expected improvements from his team, many of which seemed outrageous at that time. And yet, he lived a simple, minimalistic life. Most of us, on the other hand, look at ourselves from the outside in. How do I stack up against the metrics that the world values? Fame, fortune, pleasure, possessions, opinions, and whatnot. And all this does is creates more misery and negative karma, which we keep getting stuck into. Swami Vivekananda teaches us, we think the soul is for nature. We identify ourselves with nature. That spirit is for flesh and man lives to eat rather than eats to live. We are regarding nature as ourselves and becoming attached to it. This attachment creates a deep impression on the soul, making us work like slaves. End quote. Look, if you want to get out of this cycle of misery and karma, you'll have to take an inside out approach as well. It means conducting yourself as per your values, accepting the consequences of your actions, and looking at karma not as a punishment, but a means of spiritual and intrinsic growth. That's when you will build fortitude, find happiness, and discover your capabilities. And as the saying goes, know your limits and then go beyond them. If you want more such wisdom from Indian sages and philosophers that can put you on the path to self knowledge and discovery, you can download a free ebook whose link is mentioned in the description. And until next time, namaste.